What is good, guys? It is your boy Rico here, back at it again with yet another video. And on today's video, I am going to be telling you guys about the time my truck got stolen. But before we get into that, make sure you guys leave a big fat thumbs up and subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. I'm trying to hit at least 400 by the end of the year, and if you guys could help make that happen, that would be very much appreciated. But my truck got stolen. Now let's get into that story. So basically, I was hanging out at my house, and I was living with a roommate, and he's a degenerate as well, but I'll get into that story, another time. We were hanging out, and we had a couple of our buddies show up. Our buddies. And they were absolutely hammered. So I invite them in. I don't think much of it, and they're kind of hanging out. We give them a couple bong rips. We give them a couple, cups of water because they were quite drunk, and we send them on their way. Now what ends up happening from there is quite messed up. So my roommate had a dog, right? And I wanted to let the dog out, so I let him out. I put his leash on him, and I took him out back, took him for a little walk, and I noticed that my truck wasn't there. I was like, maybe I parked it out front. So after I took him for a walk, I walk out front. My truck wasn't there either. So at that point, I run straight to my door. Because I, at that point, didn't know what was going on. I didn't know where my truck was. Because I left my truck in the back, but it was gone. So I end up looking on the counter where my keys were. My keys were not there. So, I call the police and report my truck is stolen, and I'm kind of in denial at this point, thinking, my homie would not fucking steal my truck from me. And this is the same guy that ended up fixing my rear window on this truck just a couple months prior. So, I'm in denial, but I kind of know who took it, because there's these drunk bastards that showed up to my house, and they took the keys to my truck. Basically, off the counter when they were there drinking water and having bong rips with me, coming there to warm up and everything like that. So basically, I sit there for a couple hours wondering where the hell my truck is. Wondering where the fuck my truck is. I called the police. I filed a report. Me and my homie were sitting there wondering where my truck was. I called the police again, and they're telling me that they're in a high-speed pursuit with them. So, what basically ends up happening is my truck ended up looking like this. And they hit this this wall at, 90 kilometers an hour. It was full cement. It was like a bridge that was over a train. I can go into Google Maps and I could show you guys. Quick editor's note. So, basically, I found where it was, where the truck itself crashed, and you could still see the marks. This was in May of 2024, so that's not that long ago in the grand scheme of things, seeing as this was over a year ago when this happened. So you could still see the marks, you could still see, where it fucking hit, but you could see definitely right here where the truck itself hit. It definitely hit right here, the tires skidded along here, and it went along. So, that is where the truck hit, and it was right beside this Shoppers, and then I used to live all the way over there, right? So that's kind of funny that it's still there after all this time, right? That'll be on screen. But, they hit that wall. They ended up all getting caught. We ended up getting paid back for the truck, but you don't know somebody until you know somebody, and that's why, this guy was on previous videos of mine, and there have since been deleted, because I don't want anything to do with that greasy son of a bitch. But, you don't know somebody until you know somebody. Anyways, hope you enjoy. Leave a big fat thumbs up and subscribe. Anyways, I'm out, boys. Deuces.